Good morning, class. Today we will start with illustration number 72 in ratio. You have to find out the DTR here. So in this question 72, the ratio for finding DTR is, net credit sales upon May average debtors. This is the formula for calculating DTR. So some terms are mentioned here. We have the opening debtors, credit sales is mentioned in the question, cash received from the debtors, discount allowed, and goods returned by the debtors. These terms are mentioned here. So you have to find out the first net credit sales. Second one, we need the average debtors. So the net credit sales is sales minus sales return. We have the value of net credit sales as rupee 10 lakh and the value of sales return is rupee 20,000. So it is 9 lakh 80,000. Second thing, we need average debtors. Opening plus closing divided by 2. We have the value of opening as 120 but the value of closing is not mentioned. कि हमने लास्ट ईयर जब हमने इनकम्प्लीट रिकॉर्ड्स किया था उसमें हमने एक डेटर्स और क्रेडिटर्स अकाउंट बनाना सीखा था. So we are preparing the debtors account here. Debtor is my asset, so the balance brought down in the debit side and carried down in the credit side. Brought down is the opening balance, carried down is the closing balance. When you say sold goods on credit basis to the debtors, the journal entry is debtors to sales account, so it will be recorded in the sales account in the debit side. When you receive cash from the debtor, the journal entry is cash account debit to debtor, so it will be in the credit side. If we give discount, it is also in the credit side. Sales return are also in the credit side. तो यहाँ पर जो टर्म्स की वैल्यू दी थी मैंने जस्ट वो पुट किए हैं. ओपनिंग बैलेंस इज मेंशन एज 120, क्रेडिट सेज 10 lakh, कैश रिसीव फ्रॉम द डेटर इज 960, डिस्काउंट अलाउड इज 80, sales return we have 20,000. So from here you will be easily find out the value of the closing debtors by doing the balancing only. They are 60,000. So now we have the value of closing debtors as rupees 60,000. So divided by 2 you will get the value of average debtors. Now put the things in the formula. Credit sales is 980 upon May average debtors, they are 90,000. So from here you will get the DTR, the debtors turnover ratio, by cutting this is in points, it is 10.89 times. This is the DTR, debtors turnover ratio in this question. Next is 73. From the following particulars determine the trade receivable at the end of the year. Means you have to find out the value of closing debtors. Credit RFO is 1752. The turnover ratio is mentioned here as 6 times and opening credit debtors are as 284. So 73 DTR, credit sales या credit RFO upon May average debtors. The DTR is mentioned here as 6 times. The credit sale is 17,52,000. Average debtor is not mentioned. Cross multiplication, so 6 AD is 1752. The average debtors are, by dividing this, it is 2,92,000. Now average का मतलब क्या होता है? Opening debtors plus closing debtors divided by 2 is equal to 292. So we have opening plus closing is equal to 584. And as per the question, you have to find out the value of closing debtors. The debtors at the beginning are mentioned here as 284. You will be easily find out the closing value. 584 is equal. So closing is 584 minus 284. It is rupee 3 lakh. This is the value of your closing debtors. Look at the next one. Next we have 74th. This is again simple. A firm had credit RFO is 540 during the year. The turnover is 9 times. You need to find out the opening and closing. If closing are more than 8,000 then in the beginning. ये जैसा हमने इन्वेंट्री टर्नओवर में किया था सेम उसी तरह से है. How? DTR is credit sales upon May average debtors. DTR is mentioned here as 9 times. Credit sale is 5,840 divided by AD. cross multiplication. So from here the value of average debtors is 60,000. Now they said the difference between the opening and closing is of rupee 8,000. This is the difference. You know you have to find out the average of this difference. It is 4,000. तो एवरेज डेटर में आप एक बार 4,000 को माइनस करेंगे, एक बार आप इसको प्लस करेंगे. जो माइनस कम वाला है वो है आपका ओपनिंग डेटर्स और जो ज़्यादा वाला है वो आपका क्लोजिंग डेटर्स. सो दिस इज ओपनिंग डेटर एंड दिस इज द क्लोजिंग डेटर. दैट्स ऑल अबाउट दिस क्वेश्चन. नाउ लुक एट 76. कैलकुलेट द अमाउंट ऑफ ओपनिंग ट्रेड रिसीवेबल्स एंड क्लोजिंग रिसीवेबल्स अगेन. थोड़ी सी कॉम्प्लिकेशंस बढ़ जाएंगी. वी हैव द टर्न ओवर रेशियो 4 टाइम्स. cost of RFO is here. Credit sales नहीं है, cost of RFO है 640. GP is 20%. When it is not mentioned कि GP किसका 20% है, तो आप always ये assume करेंगे that GP is 20% of RFO means sales का 20% है. Closing trade receivables were ₹20,000 more than at the beginning. जो closing है वो opening से 20,000 ज़्यादा है. कैश RFO being 33 1/3% of credit RFO. जो कैश RFO है वो क्रेडिट का 33 1/3% है. So much complications is there. So let's sort out 76. Firstly, write down the formula. Trade receivable turnover ratio, credit sales upon में average debtors. The turnover is 4 times. Credit sales is not mentioned. One more thing, average debtor is also not mentioned here, so we need to use another thing. Leave it here. Next term we have gross profit is 20% and the cost of RFO is 640. यहाँ से हम निकालेंगे. आपके पास है cost of RFO is 640. GP is 20% of RFO. As I said कि when it is not mentioned तो आप कंसीडर करेंगे कि वो RFO का परसेंटेज है. तो अब RFO तो आपके पास नहीं है तो हम क्या एज्यूम करेंगे, लेट RFO इज़ 100. GP अगर इसका 20% है तो कितना हुआ 20. तो कॉस्ट ऑफ RFO क्या होगी, RFO माइनस GP, इट इज़ 80. नाउ यू हैव द वैल्यू ऑफ कॉस्ट ऑफ RFO. पुट द इक्वेशन. इफ कॉस्ट इज़ 80 देन RFO इज़ 100. और अगर कॉस्ट आपकी 640 है तो RFO कितनी होगी, 100 डिवाइडेड बाई 80 इंटू 640. ये निकल आएगी आपके पास 8 lakhs. RFO क्या होती है, कैश प्लस क्रेडिट सेल्स इज इक्वल टू टोटल RFO. इट इज़ रुपी एज वी फाइंड आउट 8 lakh. Next, as per the situation, it is mentioned cash RFO is 33 1/3% of credit RFO. Again they said cash RFO is 33 1/3 means 100/3% of credit RFO. तो अब credit RFO भी नहीं है हमारे पास, तो again assume let credit RFO is 100. कैश कितनी है उसकी 100/3. और टोटल RFO क्या होती है, कैश प्लस क्रेडिट. सो वी हैव द वैल्यू ऑफ टोटल RFO एज 400/3. यूज द इक्वेशन वंस अगेन. इफ टोटल RFO इज 400/3 तो हमें एज पर द फॉर्मूला चाहिए क्रेडिट RFO. क्रेडिट RFO कितनी है 100. और अगर टोटल RFO मैंने जो अभी निकाली 8 लाख थी तो आपकी टोटल RFO कितनी हो, क्रेडिट RFO कितनी होगी, आई एम फाइंडिंग आउट हेयर. क्रेडिट RFO इज़ इक्वल टू 100 इंटू दिस 400/3. इसका रिवर्स हो जाएगा रेसिप्रोकल, 3/400 इंटू 8 लाख रुपीज़. तो इसको कट किया, you will get the value of credit RFO as ₹6 lakh. ये चीज़ जो हमें अपने फॉर्मूला के अकॉर्डिंग चाहिए थी. TRTR का फॉर्मूला था 4 टाइम्स टर्नओवर दी थी आपको. क्रेडिट RFO अब मेरे पास है 6 लाख अपॉन में एवरेज डेटर्स. So by doing its cross multiplication, 4 average debtor is equal to 6 lakh. तो एवरेज डेटर्स कितने आ गए आपके पास? 6 लाख डिवाइडेड बाय 4 इट इज़ 1,50,000. ये आ गई आपके पास वैल्यू ऑफ एवरेज डेटर्स. ना अगेन द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द ओपनिंग एंड क्लोजिंग डेटर इज 20,000. तो 20 का एवरेज लिया 10. 150 में एक बार आप 10 को माइनस करेंगे और एक बार प्लस करेंगे. जो प्लस है वो है आपका क्लोजिंग डेटर्स और जो माइनस है वो है आपका ओपनिंग डेटर्स. सो इट इज़ 140 एंड इट इज़ 160. यू गेट दिस वंस अगेन. आपको सबसे पहले दी थी कॉस्ट ऑफ RFO 640, GP था 20% ऑफ RFO. RFO नहीं थी तो हमने सपोज कि RFO 100 है, GP 20 है, तो कॉस्ट आ गई 80. अगर कॉस्ट 80 है तो RFO 100 है. अगर कॉस्ट 640 है एज पर द सिचुएशन, तो RFO टोटल कितनी है? 8 लाख. टोटल RFO इज़ द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ कैश प्लस क्रेडिट RFO. अब अगेन आपको क्रेडिट RFO नहीं मेंशन, आपने फिर एज्यूम करना है क्रेडिट RFO 100 है, कैश RFO उसका 100/3% है, तो टोटल RFO क्या होगी? कैश प्लस क्रेडिट. इट इज़ 400/3 एज पर दिस वन. अगेन यूज द इक्वेशन. इफ टोटल RFO इज़ 400/3 देन क्रेडिट RFO इज़ 100. अगर टोटल RFO 8 लाख है तो आपकी क्रेडिट RFO कितनी आ गई? 6 लाख. नाउ पुट द क्रेडिट RFO इन द फॉर्मूला 6 lakh. You will get the value of average debtor. Then we have the difference between the opening and closing debtor as 20. Minus and plus करके you will be able to find out the value of opening and closing debtors very easily. I think this is easy for you to understand. I don't know easy or difficult for you to understand. So that's all about this ratio. Next ratio, you may sort out the next question. I think you will be easily solved this one. 77 is similar to 76. जैसे हमने 76 किया वैसे ही आपका 77 है. So I am leaving this question for you. So 77 you have to solve by yourself. Next ratio is in the turnover is trade payable turnover ratio. As we have trade receivables, similarly we have trade payables. Payables arise होते हैं आपके credit purchase से. Payables means the creditors. So the formula is credit purchase upon में average payables. Average payable is the combination of creditors plus the bills payable. So this is average payables. जिस तरह से उसमें हम average collection period निकालते थे, हम यहाँ पर निकालेंगे average payment period. Means in how many days you will be able to pay off the amount of the creditors. So days or months in a year divided by TPTR, trade payable turnover ratio. It is very simple. Look at 80th. You have to find out TPTR. Credit purchase is 620. Purchase return दिया है credit purchase का 20. तो obviously इसमें से माइनस किया जाएगा रिटर्न. फिर opening creditors, closing creditors, opening BP and closing BP. So firstly find out the net credit sales. We have the purchase, sorry, not the sales, purchase. 620 as purchase minus return 20. आपको निकालना है एवरेज क्रेडिटर्स का और बिल्स का. 1 lakh plus 140 plus 25 plus 35 as you are looking in your book. 1 lakh plus 140 plus 25 plus 35 divided by 2. Average is always divided by 2 because opening or closing दो ही terms हैं. So you will get the value of average creditors and BP. It is 150. So average is 150. 6 lakh by 150 it is 4 times. और अगर आपको कलेक्शन पीरियड निकालना है, सॉरी पेमेंट पीरियड निकालना है, तो मंथ्स टोटल 12 months divided by 4. Within 3 months you have to repay the amount of such creditors. So this is the creditors turnover ratio. Next we have working capital turnover ratio. This I will discuss in my next video. Up to that, try to sort out up to illustration number 81. Thank you and take care.